Recording start. Yeah. So yesterday we were going through the cases. So I told you that I'll give you a few more cases on which you will get better idea on the test data and the precondition, right? So yeah. So I was preparing few test cases yesterday. 007. Okay. So assume that you have two accounts. E-commerce application only. Okay. Say Myntra. See, now you have two applications, so two accounts. So you log in, you're a QA now. So think as a QA, not like an end user. Okay. So now you open this particular item and you add it to bag. Now what should happen? That particular product should be available where? Here, in the same account, right? With the quantity as 1, because you are adding it for the first time. Now, what you need to do? You have to log out. You log out and log in with another account. That means another mobile number, right? And then there you have to go to the bag or cart page, back page, and there you have to search for this particular product. Any other account, okay? You have to go there and search for the same product that you added in the previous account. Should that be visible? Should that be available or not? Right? It should not be available. So you might think that this is not necessary. This is very much account specific. But yes, this has to be tested. These type of cases should also be tested. Okay. So how do we write the test case for that? Verify that when the, but it might not be applicable in this application, but when we consider Gmail, right? When we consider writing the test cases for a application where we send messages, okay? For example, Google, chat, right? So there what happens, or Teams, when that was developed, those applications were developed, what was actually happening? The testing was happening. So what did they do? They had to test by sending messages from one account to another. Say best example is WhatsApp. So why was that actually built? So initially, what was the feature that was applicable? See, when WhatsApp was developed, we did not have all the features. Even today, you can see multiple updates that you get, right? Now, see, very frequently you get updates. WhatsApp application updates, right? So they are all new features that are being released to production or pushed to production. So they are new features that are released to use by end users. These terminologies are very important, okay? So now, initially when WhatsApp was developed, why was it actually developed? The basic requirement was sending messages. Assume, see, now today you have group video calls. See, there are all some latest features that are available. But if you go back then when the application was developed, did you have those features? Were you able to do group calls some years back? Yes or no? You were not able to do, right? So the basic reason that it was developed was to send messages. We probably had just chats section, chats module. Now you can see chats, updates. Earlier it was called as status, right? And then we had calls. Probably earlier we did not have calls. I don't remember, but yeah, earlier we did not have calls only. Now they implemented calls, and after they implemented calls, they just had one-on-one call, but later they introduced group calls, then video calls. Now in the group calls, in group video call, we can add quite a number of users, right? So initially it was just one-to-one video call. So they are the features. So they are the enhancements. So what actually happens in the product-based company, okay, whenever they are building the product, they keep on enhancing. So basically what they do is they give the basic feature, and then upon that code, they keep on writing additional features. That is how they enhance the application when it is a product, okay? But when it is a service-based company, when they are providing or developing an application, what they do is from scratch up to end, whatever they have to develop, they have to do everything. They'll do everything in that particular given time, right? So the client might have said that when they approach the company, they might have said that, okay, I want this project to be completed in 1 year or 6 months. Assume it's a very small project, they'll give 6 months. If it is a very big project, 1 year, 2 year, okay, depends. So in that time, you have to complete the whole requirement. You have to develop the complete requirement that is given by the client or the customer. So you have to develop completely and then give it to the client for usage, right? So this is the difference. But if it is a product, what they actually do, they develop the basic features of the software and they sell it to the clients. Now what the client what they do, based on the requirements, there will be different clients. New clients keep on coming, so they might want some customized features. So what they do, they customize, or they write additional features, they add up additional features, remove existing features, or they make some tweaks in the existing features, and then they sell it to the customer as per their requirement, right? So this is the difference between what actually happens in the service based company product, the software, and the product based company software. Okay, say okay, now can you tell me some of the examples of a product that was developed by product based company?
Phone pay, ma'am.
Sorry?
Phone pay, Meesho.
Okay. There are thousands, yeah. Yeah, come on. Say fast.
Paytm,
Okay. Meesho, okay. See, when you think about these products are released to their customers. It might be contradictory to the point that I mentioned. They might have multiple customers. Based on the requirement of the customers, they're going to do the changes. Now, who are the customers? We, right? As I said, we have WhatsApp. So probably they do the survey. They do the survey by checking what customer actually wants. And based on that survey, they're going to do the changes in the application. But when it comes to some different, see, it depends from application to application. So, there are products. There are products developed by the product-based companies where they sell the product. So those products or those softwares are not accessible by all the users, are not accessible by the guest users. What happens? If they have to log into that application, they need credentials, which is being given by the product-based company. So what they do is they sell the product. Say, for example, we have a company called, say, best example is we had Byju's, right? So they had a product that is a product for them. What did they used to do? They used to give the credentials. Only if you have the credentials, only then basically you have to purchase the product. You have to purchase a plan, right? So only then you will be given access to use the application, right? So you have to pay some amount and then you have to take the course. Then you will be able to log into that particular course by entering the credentials, right? By providing the valid credentials. So we have multiple, very different applications which you are not aware of. So this is one best example, this Byju's thing. Okay, so similarly, you have different applications where you can just install it on your mobile, if it is a mobile application, or if it is a web application. If you try to if you try to launch the application, you see the homepage, but without the credentials, you cannot do anything in that application. But in Amazon, but in Flipkart, that is not the way. Even if you do not log in, you can still go ahead and search for items or products, right? So there are different types of products. They're not e-commerce applications, but yeah, e-commerce in e-commerce application particularly, we will be allowed, usually will be allowed to use the application as a guest user. But in most of the applications, right, we will not be allowed to use the application as a guest user. You need to have the credential. You should be a registered user. Okay. So now, when we come back, okay. So here, when you write the test cases, be very careful. So here you have the images as well. See, different images also you can see, different angles. all the images are shown actually. If you go back, right, what will happen? See, you can scroll, and if you move the cursor up, top view will be shown, right? So this way. Okay. So all this has to be covered. So what is this? It says view similar. What will happen when you click on similar? It is again, the page redirection happens. See, this is when you click on view similar, the page redirection happens. In the same page, this is the product details page. In the same page, if you want to navigate to this section, similar watches section, then you can click on this view similar. Or if you click on that, it will be showing similar watches. Okay, see, you can see similar watches. So if most of things has to be covered. Okay, when I say 250 to 300 test cases, if you write even more test cases, then yes, you will be very confident while writing test cases. Now, coming back to this, see, yesterday I tried to write, okay, we'll come back to that later. I was speaking about two accounts, okay? We were discussing about two accounts where from one account, the user adds the product to the cart, and user 2 will log in and check if that product is visible or not. It should not be available, or it should not be visible in his cart, because that belongs to different account. But in case of Gmail, assume WhatsApp, we will have two users. Two users will come into picture. Two users will come into picture. What will happen? User 1 sends us, say for example, user 1 sends the message to user 2. Now, how should you write the test case? Log in as user 1, send a message to user 2, log out from user 1. Now log in as user 2. Check in the inbox if the message is received by user 1. Right? So here you need two test data. Do you get that? You need two test data. Yes or no? Two credentials you need. Guys, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So you need two credentials. So there you can mention two test datas. Okay. Now we'll take banking application. When I say banking application, basically what do? We do the transactions, right? You send amount, you receive amount. See, now you have to send some amount, say 10,000 rupees, to your friend. So there'll be user 1 and user 2. One test case. You have to see, first test case is send some amount to user B and check if user B has received it. So how many people come into picture here? How many people will come into picture here?
Two users in
Two users.
transaction.
Now we'll take another case. Okay. User 1 will send amount to user B, and what you have to verify, the test case, what is that you have to verify? User number 3. User number 3 should not have received the amount. User number 3 should not receive the amount. You should also check those cases. Like how we discussed, when you add a product to cart as user 1, user 2 should not be able to see the same product. Correct? Because his account is different. Whatever was added by user 1, user 2 should not be seen. In a similar fashion, see, banking application is very critical, right? So whenever he adds or whenever he transfers some amount to a particular person, the amount should be received only by the particular person. It should not be received by someone else. Then there is no point in having the banking application, right? So here, how many people come into picture in this case? 3 people come into picture. So 3 credentials we need. 3 credentials we need, right? So in the similar fashion, what was this? So yesterday we were looking at this. See, for the first time when I add just remove these. Remove. I'll remove. Okay. I'll go back. So there are no products in the cart now. Okay. Now what I will do, what was the case? Verify when the same product is added to the cart for the third time. User should not be allowed to increase the count of the same product. Only maximum number of items that you can or number of items, the count of the items that you can add in the cart in Myntra application is restricted to 3. Okay, that is the requirement given by the the product owners, right? So you can add only 3 times. After 3 times, you will not be able to add it, and you get some message. It says you have exceeded the maximum limit. This item already exists in the application, and you have exceeded the maximum limit to add it to the cart, right? Now, what am I writing the precondition as? See, this is the precondition. So here, or here in the test steps, I'm saying navigate to product listing page. Directly, I'm saying navigate to product listing page. And then I'm selecting the product that is already in cart with count as 2. So I'm saying, what is the precondition that I need to have? First, click on add to bag, 1 time over. Second, refresh. Second time, clicking. See, second time done. Okay. Now I'll refresh and I'll keep it ready. So what is the count? I have only one product with quantity as 2. This is the precondition that I have set. This is the precondition. So this thing has to be kept ready before you execute the test case. By looking into this precondition, you get to know, okay, user should be logged into the application and he should have added the same product to cart 2 times, twice. Okay, is this understandable? Guys, are you understanding? Everybody?
Yeah.
Right? So here you can see some difference. This was just user should be logged into the account with valid mobile number. But here, see, as and when you start writing the test cases, you get to know what is the condition that we need to set prior, or what is that we can write here. Now, you might think that here only I can write, what I can write, navigate to product listing page, or if you write here, user should be logged into the application. Now, what you should start with, whatever I did prior execution of this test case, that is, first time I have to select a product, I have to add it to cart, refresh the page. Second time, I have to add the product to the cart, click on add to bag button, refresh the page. Now again, third time, add the product to the bag, click on add to cart button. Now what will happen? Now then you write the the expected result, that is, information message will be shown as whatever the message that is shown. So this message, when you're writing it in a test case, don't write it as per your understanding. This will be defined by the BA or the product owner in the meeting itself. Okay, in the planning meeting itself. If that is not mentioned, you can just go ask them or just ping them. They're going to tell you. Okay, they're going to define the message. You shouldn't assume and write it yourself. Okay. Now here, if I keep on writing all those steps, first time when you add the product to the cart, click on refresh. Second time you click on add to cart for the same product, and then you click on refresh. Third time you do the same steps. So how lengthy will it be? That is actually confusing. Is it first time, second time? Was I in second step? Because the steps are repeating, right? So that is little confusing. So this is actually a high level of information. See, by the time you start writing test cases, you will be very much used to the application, how it actually should work, right? So this will be helpful for you, not just you, to anybody. So you're trying to reduce the number of test steps with the precondition in this case. Okay. So similarly, you will have different situations where you can write the preconditions in different way. This is clear to you now, guys, all of you?
Yeah. And then how can we write, ma'am? Like,
Sorry?
single step. You asked us to write it in high level language, right?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you repeat?
Ma'am, you asked us to not to repeat the same sentence, right? Like, how can we write? Can you give an example?
Not to repeat the same sentence, huh?
Just now said, right? Like, login. Like, again, we have to click on refresh. Again, we have to click on refresh.
Yeah, that is why. Just to avoid those repetitive steps, we are considering that in the precondition. See, 2 times. See, when I say, I will write it here, instead of this, if I write it like this, navigate to product listing page, select the product, and click on select the product and click on add to bag button. So this that is already in cart page with counter as 2. This part I'm explicitly writing the test case. Okay. Third point. What is that? Refresh the page. 1 second. Hold on. Refresh the page. Let me complete it. Okay. Refresh the page. Now, fourth point. Click on add to bag button. Second time you are clicking on add to bag button. So how many products are there now? How many items are there? Count. 2, right? Now what you will do? Add to, sorry, refresh the page. You have to, yeah, refresh the page. So once you refresh, how many will be there? 2. Now what is the name of the button, the text on the button that is shown? Add to cart or go to bag?
Add to cart.
Add to cart. Now again you have to click on add to bag. Third time you are clicking, check for the information message. See, if you don't write this precondition, if you just say log into the application, okay, if you just say user should be logged into the application, you have to write 7 test steps. 7 test steps. But if you write this precondition, if you consider this part and same product should be added to cart twice, right? Then you can write only 4 test steps. You get the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Whoever asked? Clear now? Any other questions? So here, what is the information message? It is, for now, we are copying from here, right? We're trying to copy from here. Add to bag. I'll read it here. You have this item in your bag and we have increased the quantity by 1. This is second time. Okay, I clicked on go to bag. See, this is the third time. You have this item in your bag with the maximum available quantity. What I'll do here, I'll say you have this item in your bag and with the maximum. Don't say max. Short form, not allowed. Maximum allowed quantity. You have this item in your bag with a maximum allowed quantity. 1 sec. Okay. See, this will be given by this will be defined, already defined. So where does all this information be given? Are they going to write everything in a document and share it? Because like this, there will be hundreds of points that are required. So just by discussing that in the sprint planning meeting, we'll not be able to remember. See, by the time you start writing the test cases and you complete it, from the time of sprint planning to completion of test case, it's a huge there'll be huge difference. Like it might take a week or 10 days, right? So it is not possible for you, not for anybody, even the developer, they don't remember. So what they do is, when they create the stories, when the BA is going to create stories, he is first, before sprint planning meeting, he is going to prepare some points. He's going to prepare those points. What is the information message that has to be shown? How should the application behave? First time, how should this points also. So we have to allow maximum 3 times, 3 counts of same product. adding to the cart, and once the product is added to the cart, the text should change to go to bag, right? So all these points he's going to mention in his particular story in Jira. In next class, we are going to start with Jira. Okay, there I'll show you all that. So there is something called as acceptance criteria. Or see, if you want to get a job, or if you are applying for a job, you first look into the JD, right? What are all the things that you have to do, right? So what is that they are looking for? All this information will be mentioned in the JD. Likewise, in the acceptance criteria part, or in in that particular section, the BA is going to mention all the points one after the point. Number one, this should happen when the user clicks on this particular feature. Okay, this is how it has to behave. So all these points, this is the information that needs to be shown. Okay, whenever you submit it, the success notification should be shown, and success notification message should be shown like this has to be the message. All these information is going to give. We'll see that later. So that is called as, those points are called as acceptance criteria, AC. They call it as AC. Okay, short form, acceptance criteria. So the criteria that to accept the application is acceptance criteria. Okay, now by looking into those points, okay, he starts explaining to all the team members during the sprint planning meeting. Once he explains, now the discussion starts, right? Probably he did not cover some point, and you are a technical guy, right? So you had some doubts and you have some expertise. So you will ask, okay, if you allow only 3 times, should we show any success message? Then he says yes or no, whatever. If he says yes, okay, I had missed that point. Yes, you have to show the success message. I'll share you the success message, he'll say. Okay, so he'll ping you personally, or the better way to do it is in Jira itself, they have the discussion points, or in the AC itself, he's going to add that particular point. What is the message that needs to be shown? He'll put it there in double quotes. He's going to show that. Okay, in the AC, one more point he will add. Okay, so this is how they're going to add it. So you don't have to have a specific document for the whole application, and it will be literally tedious to go through the document, find out, because if a document is written on a whole application, then it is very difficult for you to go and search for that particular point. Where will you go and find it? Even if you have index, it will be very difficult. So what they do is they actually mention all those points in ACs, and nobody would have any time to go and prepare a document. So the easiest way is project management tool. That is nothing but Jira. There they're going to mention all the points. Okay, clear on this? We'll see from Wednesday onwards. We'll start with Jira.
What
Yes.
is this AC, ma'am?
That's what I said. No, it is acceptance criteria. See, here in Jira, you have a section, like you have priority, like you have who's the user, who is the developer that it has to be assigned. So don't worry about that. We'll see to that on Wednesday. For now, just keep it aside. Concentrate on writing the test cases. Okay, we'll see to that later. Wednesday, we'll see that. Okay, we'll start with Jira anyways. No, there you will understand perfectly. Okay, you'll get a clear idea. Is that okay?
Ma'am.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
explained, but yeah, since you did not get it, we'll see practically how it is, what it is, when we start with Jira. Okay, so now I want you guys to write the test cases, and by Tuesday end of the day, you please share me those test cases that you have written. Okay, write it in an Excel and please share it to me. Maybe on my email ID. I'll share you my email ID, or I guess you have it in the link itself. You have. So please do share me the email on my email, and just ping me saying that you have shared it. Please post it in group. Please ping in group only. I want everybody to do it, guys. Okay, done.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, we can't do in spreadsheet now. We have a group of.
Yes, please, you can do it, but please add my share to my email ID. Okay,
Sure, ma'am.
with edit access, please, with edit access, so that I can edit then and there if we open that application. Oh, sorry, document. Okay, clear? Tuesday,
Yes, ma'am.
end of the day. Please, guys, please take this seriously and do it. If you don't do it now, you will not get time to do later. Okay, fine. Okay, let me start recording. Any other questions?